What is up, everybody? This is Cody, aka DFS Prodigy, coming to you live, breaking down this upcoming UFC 291 fight card. Before we begin, always the like button for me though. Definitely subscribe. We had we have the BMF belt in Gaethje versus Poirier. We have 11 fights. This is a short card, pay-per-view. So here we are. Keep in mind the cage is going to be in altitude, so cardio is going to be a big ordeal on how this is going to play out. Um, so keep that in mind whenever we break down these fights. Cardio is going to be a big issue. But I have the T, we have the Zen, we're ready to go. We're here breaking on this card. So on DraftKings, they have Random Maverick versus Ketchabody as the kind of the second fight, but it's first in the salaries. I don't know why, but let's go this route. So short notice fight for Miranda Maverick. Just fought last month versus Jasmine. We saw that went. She was a big favorite. Maverick was, and look what happened. The boys that we want picks called that one out, saying we're not playing Maverick. And here we are again. This is 9-4 for Miranda Maverick. I am not paying that price tag for Miranda Maverick. I'd much rather go elsewhere. I highly doubt she's going to pay off this price tag. Also, look at these price tags she's been at: 9-3, 9-4, 9-4, 8-4, 8-4. Give me catch a body here. So I know the two wins aren't really the greatest of wins, but still, she's going to hang in this fight. 6-8 is not a bad price tag to pay if you want to be different. It's just I do not trust Maverick, especially after the last fight. Her confidence is going to be shot. Do I want to pay 9-4 for that? Not really at all. Let's just go to a better fight in Euros Medics versus Matthew Selmesberger. So Matthew, the 8-6 for Matthew. This is going to be a close fight. So, what's welterweight fight? Medic, we know Medic, he's coming off of what? It's been like a little over a year now since he's last fought. Went off that win versus Morales. He's kind of had an interesting UFC career so far. He kind of went to the drawing board once again in this Morales fight, and he looked good at 7-6. I'm not paying that price tag though. I like Matthew at 8-6. I think he can get the job done. The grappling, this is going to be an all striking affair, but the grappling is what pulls me over to Matthew at 8-6. CJ Vergara versus Salvador. So CJ 8-7 for CJ Vergara. 8-7. Do I think he wins? Yes. I think this fight's gonna be scrappy though. CJ has power in his hands. We know this. He'll continue to the last minute of this. He'll continue in the last minute of the fight to try to make a finish. He'll have the upper hand striking. It's just do I think he pays off the 8-7 price tag because this is a DraftKings breakdown. This is not a betting breakdown. This is not who I think is going to win. This is more of who do I think can pay off the price tag that they're coming in at and get the win and rack up takedowns, rack up significant strikes, rack up control time. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a decision win. I'm looking for a finishing ability. Do I think this fight has a finishing ability? Slightly, yes. Do I think it finishes though? I do not. At 8-7, I'm much rather go to the Roman Kopylov fight and lock low with 9,000 for Roman. This is his fight to win. This is his fight to come in and handle business. I think he can eclipse 108. I think he can eclipse 80 in those wins. I think he can easily. I mean, look at who. Hold on. It should not have taken 2 rounds to beat Joseph Holmes. It shouldn't have. It shouldn't. He's not bad on the feet, Rabaro. He's not. He's going to try to strike. I think Roman's going to want to strike. I think he needs to implement the wrestling in this fight. Roman, he can win this fight with ease. He can win this fight in his sleep. I think. He kind of lost those. He lost those 2 first fights. He went back to the drawing board. He handled business in those 2 fights, getting KO wins. I think he can KO Ribeiro. I think he can even submission, like get the sub. Let's go to Derek Lewis though, in Lima. So Derek Lewis. Oh, how the tides have turned. Loss, loss, loss. What are we doing? What are we doing with Derek Lewis? We know he has the one hit knockout. Lima, it was a meh fight against Cortez Acosta. Arvalski should have won that fight with ease. Ivanov, who's been cut. Rothwell, Green. I don't know what to do with this fight because I like Derek Lewis at 7-7 to get that one knockout punch. The fighters that Lewis has fought are leaps and bounds above Lima. Just Lima though with the wrestling, he can win this fight. But we know Derek Lewis has that one punch knockout win. We know he does. Lima also has the leg kicks. We know Lewis can try to avoid those. So what are we doing? This is a fight that I don't know what to do with yet. I think I do like Lewis though. Now that the DraftKings price tags are out, I liked Lima at first, and then I kind of thought about it after I saw the price tags, and I'm like, it's 7-7 for Derek Lewis. He might be the value play. Bonfim and Giles. So Trevor Giles, he's good all around. He has that winning ability. It's just Gabriel Bonfim is a whole other beast. He's not his brother. This is the better of the Bonfim brothers. He's patient in the cage. He likes to control the fight. He has that knockout ability. He's been on a winning streak. He showed off his submission skills last fight. It's just, this goes back to, do I think he can get the finish at 9-2 when I can go to Romy Kovalov? And I think, yes, I think he can certainly get that knockout win or even submission win. So Giles, he's no pushover. He has boxing skills. He's heavy. He's the heavy underdog. He has heavy hands. I like Bonfim, but I just don't know if there's going to be a finish. This is another fight that I do not know what to do with. I don't know how to feel about Kevin Holland right now. Michael Chiesa, had that loss against Sean Brady, Vincent Luque, had the win versus Madney a little over 2 years ago. It's been a while since he's fought. He's been on the broadcasting booth. He's coming back. He's back. Kevin Holland, what are we doing with Kevin Holland? Had that win versus Ponzinibbio with the KO win. Had the loss to Wonder Boy. Had the loss to Chimaev. Where's Kevin Holland's head right now? Because if Chiesa is going to want to wrestle, Holland's done for. that's the problem. If this is the striking affair, give me Holland all day. But if Chiesa gets on the ground and wrestles with Holland, this might be tricky. So again, where do I think Chiesa's career is right now? Is this his retirement fight where he gets the win and lays the gloves on the ground? I don't know. That's the problem. I'm so lopsided on that fight. That might be another one to come back to. Bobby Green, 9-5 for Bobby Green. He can finish Tony Ferguson. He can finish it. This is going to be a GPP fight because Tony Ferguson is a shell of himself. I mean, look at this. He was finished. This fight was like, what, maybe 4 years ago? 2019 fight? Obviously, Tony Ferguson would be easy play. But this is now 2023. Green's coming off a no contest. That was a dumb no contest. I don't know what he was thinking in that fight. Ferguson I don't think he's ready for this fight. Mentally, I don't think he is. We know he's always been in the game, though. We know he's never wanted to get we know that he's always been in the cage ready to go, not wanting to lose. Obviously, I mean, who wants to lose? But I mean, mentally, he's always been that 110% guy. What about now? That's what I'm worried about. What about now? So Bobby Green at 9-5, he can get the finish. He has the volume of the feet. He has wrestling. He has it all. He can win this fight. At 9-5, I don't mind it. That's a hefty price that I paid, though. Wonder Boy versus Michael Pereira. What are we doing? What are we doing? So Thompson, Wonder Boy, coming off a win versus Kevin Holland. We saw that fight. Pereira, been on a winning streak. So we know he's wild in the cage. Pereira is. We know he has that showboating kind of style. Thompson, we know he's very quick to the point. This is what I'm going to do. This is my IQ that I'm going to show off. This is my accurate punches. This is my volume. This is my striking. His striking's on a whole nother level. This is a striking affair. Thompson's going to win this fight 110% of the time. If this goes down to the mat, that's where the takedown offense is going to kick in for Pereira, and I'm worried about Thompson. Can he work around the wrestling at 8-8? Is this going to go to the judges based on control time? Because Thompson's going to win that fight. Pereira versus Yan. Oh, Alex Pereira. So I think he's going to knock out Yan. I do. I think he's going to knock out Yan. And at 8,000, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I think he's going to knock him out. I don't think Jan is ready for a fire fight. So I'm gonna keep that short and sweet co-main event. Pereira's coming off a loss to Israel. We know he won that fight. The one before the loss of Israel, he beat Israel. Jan, he's a nice striker. He's a slight favorite. Experience is there for Jan. It's just, is he ready for a firefight with Pereira? Because he is a boxer. He is going to light him up on the feet. So for the BMF belt, I'm going to keep this again short and sweet and simple. Give me Dustin Poirier. Justin has the volume in the wrestling. Poirier, he has the better striking. He knows how to work the cage distance. This is going to be a bloodbath. This is, I mean, do you really think this is the BMF belt though fight? I mean, is George Masvidal going to hand Dustin Poirier the belt? Because I can think of other guys that can deserve that BMF belt, but that is beside the fact. Give me Dustin Poirier rematch. He's ready for it. So again, I might play around my other fighters. They kind of build a line. I mean, do we think Chiesa gets the win? So it leaves you 7-8. I mean, we can go Derek Lewis. That's a way. So there's going to be a lot of playing around with his lineup, but there's only 11 fights, so we're going to have to be different somehow, some way. We're going to have to basically take that fight of, I think he has that slight chance to win for the upset, and hoping for the best. But again, this is my UFC 281 breakdown. Hope everybody's a great and safe rest of the day. Have a good one, everybody.